Hey, it's Josh here. I just want to take a quick second before we get started to express our gratitude and appreciation to anyone who's listening, whether you're consuming this by download, whether you're listening on our website or following us on Instagram or TikTok, however that is. We thank you. Doing that lets us know, hey, that there's somebody out there. And as long as we're entertaining one person, then it just makes everything worth it. So on behalf of myself and everyone here at Game Rage, thank you. All right, now enjoy the show.
What podcast reviewer 37 describes as an indiscriminate hellish ride that I would not wish on my worst enemy. The industry's elite have said time and again, man, fuck those guys. Get ready. If your ears had butts, they'd about to be fucked. Welcome to the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show.
All right, here we go for take number fucking 15, the BFN Show, episode 10, double digits. We did it. Fucking hooray. The fireworks are going off. As always, I'm Josh. I'm here with Adam.
Howdy.
I'm here with Frank as well.
Hello.
And yeah, this would have this is like the fifth time we started because Frank took a couple phone calls, and then he also gaslit me into believing his birthday was today when it's actually tomorrow, and we argued for that about 15 minutes, and then he finally admitted it. So yeah, anyways, so preemptively, happy birthday, Frank, you fucking old piece of shit.
That's one way to say happy birthday.
Yeah,
How about just happy birthday?
No,
like, happy
fuck that.
birthday.
No, okay, so no, Adam. See, if you knew the history of the last fucking 20 plus years of friendship that we have had, you will know that Frank is basically 11 months and like
100 years.
Like he's like 11 months older than I am, like 11, like right under there.
You mean you're 11
In your time.
Or no, I'm 11 months older
you're
than him.
actually 1,800 years.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I'm talking about in my normal
because
age that I look.
every 100 or 80 years he has to reset his life.
Right. So, like, my life reset in 1987, right? Because it was 1887. Every 100 years it has to reset. So now on this reset, Frank was born in 1988. So he was born in October. I was born in November of 86. So, like, he's 11 months younger than I am.
Okay.
So for the entire year, Frank literally tells me, because I'm technically a year older than him, he says how I'm such an old piece of shit and all this stuff. So for literally 3 weeks out of the year, I get to call him an old piece of shit because we're the same fucking age. So I can tell him, hey man, you're just such an old piece of shit. So that's every birthday. I always tell him how much of an old, decrepit, disgusting piece of shit that he is, and that I don't know if he's going to live another year because he's so old he might just disintegrate. So, you know,
What the fuck?
I got to get all my insults in fucking 3 weeks for a whole year because technically I have no ground to stand on when he calls me old because he's right. I'm older than him, so you know I can't. So when we're at least the same age, I can fucking dish it to him. So
When did we do?
that's what I do.
Did you upload COP already?
Oh yeah.
Because he's asking when we recorded it. So
Yesterday.
Yesterday, baby.
he likes our catchphrase, by the way.
Which one? Oh, the thing on the miles to meters or whatever. Yeah, nice. Good. That's good. So, anyways, for this episode, I honestly really didn't fucking have anything until kind of I had like some realization stuff today. So before I get into that, do you guys have anything you want to discuss? Is there any pending issues here on the BFN Show, which is to talk about whatever the fuck we want show, obviously? Is there anything comes to mind that you want to talk about?
At the moment, no.
I might. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I'm not sure if I want to say it.
Is it about the thing for well, what's it about? Give me like a vague.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like how I could word it vaguely about practicing like personal detachment with people, like knowing that and it doesn't even have to be like a romantic relationship.
Yeah,
even it could just be relationships in general that Everything can go good for like a hot minute, right?
Yeah.
For 10,
Oh, yeah.
15, 30 years.
Oh yeah.
And then abruptly somebody says,
One thing.
good enough. This is good enough.
Good enough. This is it.
No explanation needed. No nothing.
It's just over.
It's over, you know? And I'm just like, all right. So you can't get too attached.
To anybody?
Not to say you can't get too attached, but you just have to accept that people can walk out of your life at any point, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true. Ironically, that's kind of what I was going to talk about today a little bit.
Yeah.
Something related to that. But so I'm trying to think of how to say like so.
How to segue into it?
Yeah, well, no, I'm trying to think of how to continue on the path of like how. So without asking, I don't want to ask you any questions that are like that will pinpoint what it is, right? Because obviously you want to be like vague about it.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's not about the thing that you think it is.
no, probably not.
But no, I was just thinking about like loyalty and like
Yeah.
integrity, right?
Hustle and respect.
Huh? Hustle and respect, yes.
True.
The John Cena credo. Yeah. I guess for me, maybe more it's professional.
Okay.
thing, like professional relationships or whatever,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
business that if you have a relationship that you're in with somebody professionally
Yeah.
and it's going good for like a hot minute,
Yeah.
how do you walk away from that? Like, unless there's somebody else, something better for somebody else, they're like, oh, this person can offer me a little bit more
Yeah.
with less effort. And I'm just thinking, how is that possible that the other person, so you have two people, right?
Yeah.
One of them is deciding to walk away and getting involved with somebody else because they can obviously do more.
Yeah.
But like, what about the other person that has been there for the other person? Like, you know, they're day ones basically.
Yeah.
For one another.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you want to see that out all the way until the end?
Yeah. Like they're just
If it worked up until this point,
yeah.
why not?
Why not just finish it or
Yeah.
keep going or whatever?
Yeah.
Why do you got to leave the other person out hanging out to dry, basically?
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's fucked up. And in, I guess like whatever. I guess let's just call it the entertainment industry, right? That shit happens all the time with people who have agents and managers and fucking hangers-ons or who people have all these different people around them in their lives with these relationships, and then all of a sudden one day someone just decides, oh no, I'm out, or like
It's
in a
nothing
band, let's just say,
personal.
right? Yeah, it's just like, oh, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. And sure, yeah, I guess, but like if you're making money or if like you're doing something that you enjoy, like why do it? Or maybe I don't know, maybe sometimes it is fucking personal. Maybe sometimes people do get fucking, I don't know, butthurt about things, and then they just fucking they just can't let it go or whatever. So,
But that's all I really had to add. But I know that provides like no depth whatsoever.
Right, none whatsoever, yeah.
It's very superficial, but I'm just I was just thinking about it because as far as like music go, like if we are going to get specific, it's like
yeah.
when it comes to like agents or managers and people like stealing talent and shit, I'm just kind of amazed, dude, that nothing is like permanent with anything, especially for business. It's like,
Well, I kind of think that I can see that. I agree with that in a way, but I think it all depends on who you get in business with, right? You're like, it all depends on who, and yeah, sure, granted, at any time, somebody could just decide like that they want to go off and do their own thing that doesn't want to be involved with whatever else is happening. Sure, I'm sure that's definitely, I'm sure that happened a lot. But that's one thing that I think is a quality that is valuable is that loyalty, is to stick by somebody or to stick with something until it crashes and fucking burns, until the fucking bitter end, right? And then, sure, if it crashes and burns and it has to go away, all right, hey, we had a good run or whatever, people decide to go their separate ways. I get it. Like, that kind of makes sense. But mid-fucking run, why would you bounce or why would you do something like that? Like, or even with, like you said, with like managers, it's like if somebody's been with you for fucking ever, you're going to betray them and then just go somewhere else just because, oh man, this guy is offering me just a little bit of a better fucking deal. And then when you look at it, then it comes down to just greed, right? Then it just comes down to you're just doing it for the money. And if you could go to that guy and say, hey man, like this dude's offering me this, they're hounding me for like this deal or whatever, and this is how much they're offering me. Like, can you, like, sure, I get it. At some point, everybody's got to do what's best for them, but at the cost of like what? If this guy's not able to get you, you know, if this guy's been here since day one helping you, like why would you want to oust him like that? You know, like I said, I don't know specifically what you're talking about. I'm just using this as a general example.
Yeah,
but it's just like there's no loyalty with that stuff anymore, and
I feel like that's just in general with like
people,
companies.
Yeah,
because you can bust your ass for 9 years and not see not see yourself move up, and also not see your pay go up either.
Yeah, and they just expect.
What do you get for 9 years of all this work? And
it's the Matrix, man.
You get a fucking pat on the back and a pizza party.
Yeah, you get a pizza party and you get a plaque.
So no wonder people fucking like leave their jobs and shit, because if somebody can offer you, you know, $10 an hour more, or
that's
20,
one thing you gotta give it up to. We talk a lot of shit about Gen Z and shit.
Yeah,
but that's one thing we gotta give up to them. Where this generation is like, fuck you. I ain't gonna do what you tell me to do like that.
Yeah, so
like they came up with the term for quiet quitting.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, shit, dude. If I don't know if this is actually true or not, but if there's high turnover rates now,
it's a bad company. One thing I always learned, especially when it comes to trades and stuff like factory and warehouse work, if a company has high turnover in the lowest ranks, and it's then it's a clear sign that it's a bad company to work for.
Yeah, that's
why like people always say Amazon's the worst, because it's. I mean, Amazon straight up tells you you're gonna work here for like 2-3 years, then we're gonna get rid of you. Like, we don't want you here after that long.
Yeah,
and that's fucked, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know it's kind of still vague,
relevant.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, but it's still relevant to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because
I can just say that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys ever seen the show The Voice?
Yeah.
You ever seen like the Mexican version of it? I don't know if my mom, back when she was alive, like my parents would love that shit. And I don't know if the whole thing you guys talking about right now about loyalty and all that. I know I was gone for most of that.
Oh yeah.
It just reminded me of this one time when I was watching it with them, and this one chick sang really good, and one guy, like, you know, one judge hit the button, so he says, "Oh yeah, I want her," and then the other guy hit it, and he was standing like, "Yeah, oh my god," he's super excited about this character, this singer, and the singer ended up choosing that guy over the other guy who was the first one to hit the button. And my mom and dad were pissed about that. Saying, "Oh, why would you? He was the first one that wanted you." And I goes, "Yeah, but the other guy was genuinely excited by this girl's presence and her song.
Yeah,
I mean her voice. You're obviously gonna go for the person that's more into you than the person that was
just because they were first.
Just because you were first doesn't mean you're the best choice. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just you guys talking about that in the music industry just brought. You guys unlocked a core memory for me.
a core memory, dude.
Core memory unlocked. Bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucked up, and it's.
Oh, sorry, Rexy.
And that's one of the things that, you know, if we, in our endeavors with this, if we're fortunate enough to, you know, be able to hire employees one day and.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Go ahead.
No, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say, I don't want to be fucking like that. Like, I don't want to be where it's just like, oh, you know what, buddy? I got a guy who's better than you. Well, maybe not better than you, but he's willing to do it for less money. We're all about the bottom line here. No, so you get on. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like, hey, man, if you come work for us, yeah, we're going to pay you. You know, we're going to pay you what we can pay you, right? It's not like we're going to fucking be poor ourselves and give the employees all the money, right? But honestly, I don't need to fucking make $100 million. Like, if I'm a CEO of some big ass company, like, hey man, maybe I could pay my people a little better. And not that I'm saying we're ever gonna get to fucking making $100 million, but shit, man, I would like to pay people what they're worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, you know, just nickel and dime them on fucking bullshit and just be like, oh, well, you know, this and that and the other. And then also, people, if you come in at the beginning, right, like when we're hiring people or whenever that happens, if that ever happens, and you want to work with us, what?
Oh, yeah.
and you want to come in and, you know, like this thing with the fucking the comic book thing, like like the artists that we're working with, like we can't pay them up front right now, but at the end of the day, catchphrase of Josh, I have a deal with them where our deal with them is basically like it's kind of a 50-50 deal right now, and then when we get to the point where we're making enough money to where we can hire them as a staff artist or whatever we're gonna do, yeah, that's definitely, like, as an employee, that would be much more, not much more better. It would be much better for them than just getting, like, you know, oh, when we make a little money here or a little money there, if we could pay them a salary, I'm sure they would fucking love that, to just be able to do art and get paid, like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. If somebody who's like fucking likes this computer website shit and wants to help us with make the website and come work for us, cool. We'll hire you as like a contractor at the beginning, and then, hey, when we get to hire employees, hey, guess what? You're going to be our guy that's going to come in and be the IT guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you showed loyalty to us when no one wanted to, so, like, obviously I'm going to pay that fucking loyalty back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of thing. Like, I guess, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but yeah, I just don't want to be like fucking like Amazon or like some fucking companies and just be like, and listen, man, I've worked for fucking companies like that where and small companies too, where the owner was just like, didn't give a fuck about you, the employee, expected you to come in, work 100 hours a fucking week for the minimal fucking pay they wanted to pay you. Nobody gets raises. Oh, you know what? If you guys don't keep doing fucking good, then, oh man, we're going to have to make some cut. Just constantly threatening people all the time. And it's like, that's a shitty fucking environment to work in. And you're not going to get the best out of people by treating them like shit. And that's what a lot of fucking places, they're stuck in that mentality of like, oh, we got to treat the employees like shit to get the best out of them, to motivate them, to get them to work hard. But nah, man, like that's not how it works. Like, fuck, man, like, shit, man, if I get sick or whatever, and you're gonna fuck me and, like, you know, penalize me for fucking, man, just because I'm sick, like, nah, man, fuck, dude, you're sick, like, hey, man, it's cool, get better, go home and get better, like, fucking come back to work when you feel better.
Wouldn't it
you know?
cost them more money if somebody shows up and the whole staff,
yeah,
like, it's like, that's why sick days are
a thing. Yeah. And but then they want to just nickel and dime you on sick days, and, like, it's like, nah, fuck that. Like, everybody's on salary, no matter how many fucking days you come into the office, as long as your shit's done, cool. Like, if you can get your shit done in one fucking day, and it's good to go, all right, cool. You don't got to come in the fucking rest. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to work on other things and other projects, and you want to earn your money, as they say, cool. But, like, hey, shit, man, just do the minimum, I guess, is all that I don't care. Like, as long as you come in and do that with the minimal shit that we ask, like, I'm fine. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Come in as much or as less often as you fucking want to, you know? That's why it's like, I feel like paying people salaries is the way to go, because it's like, hey, man, we're going to pay you a salary, which is based on 40 hours a week of work at whatever this rate is.
Yeah, but if you do overtime, you're fucked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Then it's like, hey, that's why they would have an hourly rate, because it's like, hey, you know what? If you have to fucking stay, if we're on crunch time for some shit and you got to work an extra fucking 2 or 3 hours a night, hey, man, cool, we're gonna pay you for that. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, you're just gonna come in. I'm not gonna fuck people by putting them on salary, because that's what a lot of companies do too. They fuck you on salary. They put you on salary and say, hey, well, you got to be here as long until the job gets done. Well, like, nah, man, here's your salary. So if you fucking go on sick days, we're still paying you the same no matter what, right? And then if you work overtime, cool. We'll pay you time and a half, whatever, because we're going to set an hourly rate, I guess. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. But either way, I'm just saying I don't want to be a dickhead, like, about it. You know, that's the point. That's the point I'm making. Even though I sound like a dickhead, I don't want to be a dickhead about it. And I want to treat people with respect and, you know, they treat us with a certain loyalty. Yeah, of course we're going to have that loyalty to them too, you know? I mean, unless you're just a complete asshole, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I don't like to think that people are generally like that. I think that they generally come in to a place with good intentions, and then they get turned into an asshole because of the environment. You know what I'm saying? And they get turned into a shitty employee, quote unquote, or labeled that. Or
it
whatever.
would be interesting if we got into a position where we could do that with what we're doing.
Yeah.
To have employees, just to see if, like, what we say holds weight.
Yeah, right.
Like, if we're actually gonna do everything that we say we will.
Well, and that's why I'm, like, saying it on this shit, because
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, well, I was just saying that's why I'm saying it on this shit is just because now there's a record of it, right? Now, not only can we hold each other accountable for the things that we are saying on this thing, but other people can hold us accountable too. And if we're not fucking espousing and fucking doing the things that we're sitting here talking about, and we're being hypocrites about it, then yeah, we deserve to be called out and said, oh, you're a piece of shit because you said that you would do it this way, and now you're doing it the exact opposite. You're a piece of shit. And you know what? I would deserve to be called out as a piece of shit if that were the case. Sorry, Frank, go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I'm just saying, like, I would always want to make it like again, I know I always mention these guys, but like I would always like to feel like I would like to make an environment like Rooster Teeth did back in the old days.
Yeah.
Where literally, like, if you ever watched old Achievement Hunter shit, back when Achievement Hunter was a thing, they just fucked around a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I would just imagine us just going around, just every once in a while, just, all right, Nerf War.
Nerf War, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like that. Yeah, and that's exactly the type of shit that we would fucking do if it got to that point. When it gets to that point, whatever. I don't know if.
And then as soon as we're done the Nerf War, look at the mess fuckers made. Get to work.
You fucking pieces of shit. Everyone's docked 5 hours of pay.
I also wonder if it's possible to like be kind and transparent. If we can't help people directly, like directing them to other people, or if we have ways to help people that we're not going to withhold stuff for. I know that sounds vague. I guess the example I could think of. Let me use the example with music. Right?
Yeah, all right.
I personally want to know how people get their music on television, right?
Right, okay.
And if I go to an artist and ask them directly how that is accomplished,
Oh, they're going to tell you to fuck off.
they're going to tell me to fuck off?
Yeah.
Because that's for them to know.
And you to never find out.
Yeah, like it's
gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Right.
But I wonder how like that would work in the opposite way, where like if we did stuff in this doesn't have to be specifically pertinent to music, but if we could just help people in general and not withhold information or be secretive about stuff. And
right, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what specifically that could pertain to, but like.
Well, I mean, okay, let's just even use this setup, this podcast, right? Like the way that we're doing podcasting, right? This is something that technically we had to like figure out how to do, right? So obviously it wasn't easy because
how do you figure it out?
I guess that's true. I had to figure out how to do it, but there's a lot of technical knowledge that goes into putting the levels right to make it sound right. Because if you don't do it right, it'll sound fucked up. And we are unprofessional as fuck, but we sound like a super professional fucking thing. Our sound is good because of, the equipment that we have and the way that we adjust the equipment and shit like that. So there's not, and it was very difficult for me to figure out how to do that because, there's some tutorials online, but, not that I'm saying I'm going to go do a tutorial, but hell, man, if anybody wants to ask me, hey, man, how do you do this or how do you do that? Fuck yeah. I'll let them know how to do it. If someone wants to do their own podcast, shit, man, I'll tell you exactly what the fuck you want to do. I don't give a shit.
You'll go right over your house and just suck your dick.
Suck your dick, fucking definitely, for sure. Just whip it right out, and it'll be right in my mouth. You won't even fucking know what hit you.
As a matter of fact, I ain't giving you the option. I'm going over right now.
So don't call me unless you want to get your dick sucked. All right, that's the
Don't call me unless you want your dick sucked.
No, but
what was that Jim Carrey movie we were talking about when he's in prison?
Oh yeah, fuck, I forget the name.
Where he's just giving the guided tour. All right, you see that guy over there? He's the guy that's gonna get you all the shit you need outside the prison. It's gonna cost a hell of a lot of money, or you can suck his dick. Your choice. And then he's talking to the book dude. Oh yeah, I'll get you all the books you need. This, and this. Oh yeah, I'll get you whatever you need. You ain't gonna be cheap though. Or you can suck my dick. Your choice. Like everyone's telling you can do this or suck my dick. Your choice. And then he gets to the end of the tour. He's like, all right, so that's everything. All right, man, that was really it. He goes, if you need anything, come to me first and I'll get it done for you. All right, man. So I guess I gotta suck your dick now? That would be nice. All right, and they go into the cell.
yeah, pretty much.
I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
Fuck
seriously.
it, dude.
So I don't know. Fuck, man, I lost my train of thought.
You
Sucking dicks. Oh yeah, helping people out. Yeah, like if. For example, okay, obviously, like I'm just doing this little fucking weird YouTube series, right? So, hey, man, if somebody's got questions about, how did you do that or how did you do that? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll let you know. I'll tell you what's up. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna hide shit from people. Really, if anybody wants to do something and they don't have the means to do it, and I do, I'll go out of my way to fucking help them out and fucking, help them fucking get the shit that they need or tell them what they need or come let them see the fucking setup or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that I can do to help somebody to get into doing this shit, I would love to because we didn't get that. Nobody fucking helped us. Nobody fucking gave us any fucking insight on what to do and the things to avoid. One of the things I would tell people for sure like to do is, fucking get an LLC, right? That's the number one fucking thing you should do if you're going to do some shit like this, because you want to protect yourself. It's just in case anything happens. First fucking thing you should do. It's fairly cheap to do it yourself. And I was going to go through LegalZoom, I fucking probably shouldn't say the name, but one of the multitude of companies that will offer to do this shit for you, and it's like $800 fucking dollars or nine. It's like fucking ridiculous that the shit they charge you to get this shit done when you can just go onto your home state and do it all yourself. Like here in California, you can just do it online, and it was like, I think it was like $75 or whatever to just do the whole thing. And I just filled in the blanks, and then I found a template online for an operating agreement, and fucking we all signed it, and fucking biggity boom, here we go. Now we're done. Now we have a business, and that's like, obviously a first step you should do. And shit, man, I'll help walk somebody through that. I don't give a fuck. It's easy. Well, I mean, it's easy now because I know how to do it, but to go through the process, and that's something that's, again, it's gatekeeping for people to get into stuff, and people that are in that business or that industry that do that to gatekeep them out, it's all fucking for a selfish reason, right?
Because it's like, because you don't want somebody, okay, so let's say you've been at something for 10 years, right? And you're kind of like the cornerstone thing person,
sure, yeah.
Right? You don't just want somebody to come in and have the exact same clients or whatever, or the exact same pay that just fucking started, because it's like,
sure.
It was so easy for you. Why would I want you to?
Yeah. And I see, this is the thing. I get that in businesses where there's like a niche thing that you have like an exclusivity about. You make this widget, right? You don't want anybody to fucking know how to make this fucking nut or this bolt because you make it fucking so good. You figured it out. I can kind of understand it in that sense with that thing,
or if
right?
it's relationships. If you have a network of people that you've had for 30 years, and then somebody comes in your company and decides they're going to take away, I don't know, like 10% of your clients. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You've only been here 2 years, and you're starting your own company, and you're taking my shit. And then obviously that would piss you off. Yeah,
sure. Then that would piss you off. But at the same time, with this, I build this on, we make content in this sense. You can't take my content from me because I'm the only one that knows what I'm making, right? So you can't come in here and take all my ideas and then just go off and because fuck, half the ideas I probably haven't even come up with yet of what we're gonna do. So and we're fortunate in this type of space that we're in is that it's all intellectual property and it's all creative shit, right? So you can come out and fucking do a podcast that sounds fucking damn near similar to what we do, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be as good as us, or you're not going to do it as good as we do, because you can't replicate what we do sitting here, right? No one's going to steal this from us. You could do a show that's similar. You could do a geopolitics show that's funny and talks about ridiculous shit like the CUP. You could do an anime show exactly how we do it and how Frank does it. But you know what? It's not going to be the fucking same thing. And our content, the content is what sets it apart, right? Is what sets us apart from all of our competition. So I've got no problem with somebody coming in and, if you want to do an anime podcast, sure, we'll show you how to do one. Go right ahead. You do you, because you're not going to do the same fucking thing we do, because even if it is similar, it's not the same. And same thing with in the movie industry, right? All these production companies, they gatekeep the fuck out of shit because they get scripts all the time, and I get it. They get a ton of them. They don't want to fucking deal with it. They're going to pick the ones that they like the best or who they want to allow to come in. That's how that kind of works, right? Well, unless you're one of those guys who wrote a script and you decided, fuck it, I'm going to make my own production company with blackjack and hookers, then you could go out and make your own fucking movie. And that's kind of where you should go. I think that's how, but again, because they gatekeep the knowledge of how to get all this shit done and how to do everything,
or who to go to,
or who to talk to, or who to get financing through, or who to do this or who to do that. And then the people who are in charge of the money also aren't going to just be willy-nilly giving new people money, because they already have established relationships with people, and they're going to gatekeep you out of that too. So everybody just gets gatekeeped out, and who's in is in, and they allow a certain few every so often to come in to get the new blood going. But again, you got to have the connections. If you're that new guy, you got to have the hookups. You got to have this. You got to go through the ranks. You got to do all this bullshit. Whereas you could just do your own thing.
It's like that Harvey Weinstein dick.
Yeah, you're sure you got to do some shit like that, or you could just say, fuck it, I'm going to start my own thing and figure it out my own way. And like I said, we're doing all the hard work. We're doing all the figuring it out. And if I could help somebody, because, you know, me and Frank have talked about this before, like when we were in fucking, in high school, we were in the ROTC thing. When we were fucking juniors and seniors, we took in guys who were like freshmen and shit because like when we were freshmen, we didn't have anybody to tell us what the fuck, how to navigate this shit.
Remember, our second year was the first year they had NS4s. So.
Right. Well, that they had seniors, right?
Yeah.
But there were people that were in the senior class who had experience still that could have they could have done that, but again, that really wasn't an option for us. So we took it upon ourselves to say, "Hey, I wish somebody would have done this for me, so I'm going to do it for them." And that's kind of how the same tack I'm taking with this thing is like, oh, I wish somebody would help me with this, but you know what? I know that's not going to happen. That's wishful fucking thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and fucking any shit that I figure out, I'll gladly fucking tell anybody if they want to fucking know. Shit, you want to come in and work a couple projects with us? Fucking great. You can see how we do it. You can fucking maybe get some inroads on how to get some shit done. And then, you know, you can contribute whatever you want to contribute to the thing. And then we can do something cool. Like, you know, because like I'm not opposed to just, and I'm not going to gatekeep anybody. If somebody comes to me with an idea and says, hey man, like I got this idea for this fucking YouTube show, or let's just say as an example. Okay, cool. You want to do it? Yeah. You got it written out? Cool. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do something. Let's make it work. Let's make it happen. I don't give a fuck. Let's try it. See where it goes. If it fails, who cares? It didn't cost us much money. You know, you got the experience of making a show. Shit, if you want to be an actor and you want to fucking get a credit and you fucking want to come be in some of our shit, cool, man. Come along. I don't give a fuck if you don't got no experience. You got to get experience somehow, right? Well, shit, you're going to get it in the most unprofessional way possible because we fucking don't really know what we're doing. But at the end of the day, you'll still have a fucking little credit to your name and you can have something. And I'm not going to tell people to fuck off. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say, imagine climbing up the ladder for like television or movies.
Yeah.
And the best you can do for 5 years is just be an assistant to somebody, right?
Right, yeah.
As opposed to just starting a YouTube account, buying some cheap camera and just doing reels or just doing shit on your own.
Where you're the writer, the director, the editor, the fucking you're the producer, you're
not
everything.
an expert,
right?
But you can be if you spend 5 years of your life just doing it.
Yeah. What is that thing? If you spend 10,000 hours fucking doing something, like then you're an expert or whatever.
Yeah. So
like,
why even bother with?
No, if you practice is this other one I heard was like if you practice for an hour a day, within like a month or so, you have achieved. You are better. You are more skilled than 80% of the world at that one thing. You just studied that for one
month for an hour a day.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense, you know, and that's one of the things that a lot of people aren't willing to do it.
I feel like, I mean, I don't. It's hard to say if we actually sucked doing this.
Sure,
in the beginning. We probably did.
I'm sure we still suck, but
we suck, but we're getting better at it.
Yeah, we're getting less suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine. I would hope. Because, I mean, Christ, dude, we've probably put out, I mean, close to fucking 70 fucking hours, maybe more of shit. Like, I haven't actually counted it, what?
So, man, we did 70, not 69.
Oh, okay. We've put at least 69 hours of content.
69 plus 1.
That we've made over the last, whatever we said, 3 months, 4 months, 3.5, 4 months. We've been recording this shit solid. So I have to imagine from hour 1 to whatever the latest hour number is, I'm sure it's fucking gotten better. And I'm sure if you go back and listen to the shit, like episodes 1 through 5, I'm sure they're probably not that great. Or maybe they're a little clunky.
I'm still working out the kinks for Syndicate.
Yeah, and that's not an indictment against you. That's like, hey, we're working out the kinks for how that show kind of works, you know? And obviously, I would say since episode 1 to what do we want, 6 now? Mm-hmm. I mean, over those 6 episodes, it's definitely gotten better, you know, in terms of the flow and the fucking quality or whatever you want to call it. Same thing with all these shows. Everything's gotten, I feel, better. And it'll continue to get better as we go along and do this. Yeah. I know that I was saying like every other fucking word at the first few episodes of this.
Oh, man. I don't know how much. We've definitely inched towards getting better at this.
Towards, like, I just did it now.
Yeah,
towards eliminating it, which it has gotten a lot better, I will say, for sure. Now, I've inserted other catchphrases as opposed to that, but saying like all the time that's a pet peeve.
We should
bad.
do chops for that shit.
You're right. I think we should. Anytime somebody, you can use the word like when it's appropriate, but not if I'm sitting here and I'm trying to think of something, and go, then no, that's a chop. That's got to be a chop. So we should institute that. Yeah, you're right. I think we should institute chops. And then at the end of every episode, everybody has to take the chops that they fucking owe, and then that's how you stop saying like. You do it with extreme violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything else about that? Were you going anywhere else?
I think
that's sufficient.
I wasn't really expecting to make much of that.
You keep asking questions like we're gonna be doing something.
What do you mean?
You keep asking us questions like we have thought this shit through.
Oh, that's true. I just want to make sure that everybody gets to say what's on their mind. I don't want to fucking cut anybody off.
I mean, the whole purpose of the show is to say whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I was gonna move on from the topic if we were done with it. That's just what I was saying.
Well, I was saying, but the way this podcast works, if you may be done with it, but 5 minutes long, and I'm like, hey, you know what? No, let's go back.
I guess that's true. This one we can just do whatever the fuck we want.
I can't wait to find out who's gonna get the first chop.
Oh man, I think it's gonna be fucking probably me.
You have a bad history of making bets against us and
losing? Yeah.
Like straight out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Remember,
He literally just says,
I have the video of you getting your ass chopped by Josh.
Oh yeah,
several times.
Yeah, that's true. That has happened.
And then you made that bet about the Broncos, and you had to kiss my shoes.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Damn.
I still say we do the chops.
Oh yeah, I agree.
No,
we agree with that.
No, I was saying I agree. I'm just saying I'm commending you because you have a losing track record, but you're like, nah, I gotta win one. Now
I'm really gonna think about what I say.
There's gonna be immense pauses in this fucking shit from now on, so we don't say the word like.
We all swallow, and then just come in with
just the chops.
Come in with the chop, dude.
So that fucking alien, what's his name, Roger from American Dad, was like, just the kisses, okay. It just comes out of nowhere,
Oh man.
In my dreams, dude, I'll be dreaming about chops. Just
giving chops to all.
Can't sleep. Chops will get me.
No,
chops are coming.
Okay, that's what you guys want to do. I want to do something different.
Okay, what's your suggestion?
I want to do an elbow drop.
An elbow drop?
For every time you say the word like?
No, for every 10.
Okay, how about this? For every like, it's a chop, and then once you hit 10, then you get an elbow drop on top of it.
Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds like it's gonna hurt.
No, I don't want to do chops at all. I just want.
Oh, you just want to do an elbow drop?
No, I don't care. It's on my bucket list. I got to do an elbow drop on somebody.
Are we talking off of something or just a standing elbow drop?
Like
it's just a standing elbow drop.
I'll let you do it to me.
Manchester.
I said I'll let you do it to me.
All right.
I'll take an elbow from Frank.
What do you mean a standing one? Like you just standing?
He's just standing and you just elbow drop down.
It's like the people's elbow, except not as glamorous.
I mean, as long as I get to do it to you.
I think you have some broken ribs, dude.
I'll be fine.
You won't. You're gonna have 400 pounds of mass coming behind that elbow.
I'll be fine.
But you do it to me, you're gonna trigger one of the heart attacks.
You're probably right. So you'll die and I'll still be alive. Mm-hmm. I'll just have maybe a busted rib.
Or 2. Or 10.
Or 6, or whatever, all of them. I'll just, then I'll also die. And then I won't be able, before I die, I want to give you the
elbow drop for how many chops? Or for
every 10?
No, I'm not saying to be part of a better thing. I just want to do it to somebody.
Yeah, he just wants to do it. So I'll let him do it to me so he can get that out of his system. We'll film it for the internet and put it out there. Oh, this is going to be fucked up. Oh, and then that's the other thing. Are we going to film? Are we going to record the chops? Everybody?
No.
Or just
I think the audio?
Yeah, right. I'm just saying, with the chop, the visual aspect of it is pointless.
True.
It's that.
Are we going to go shirtless to enhance the...
No? I think
what is that shirt really going to do? It's like little thing.
It's just...
I don't know, man. It's something about that skin on skin, that...
I
don't know, man.
Now, are you going...
Then if you cup the hand, too...
Are you going Ric Flair or are you going Big Show?
Oh, yeah. So
both
open hand,
like the.
So it's not a forward chop. It's like a back.
It's not a backwards hand like Ric Flair. It's not a forward hand like Big Show. It's a combination of both.
Yeah, isn't that how you do it?
No, Ric Flair's the back of the hand. Yeah, it's a backhanded chop.
And then Big Show's like.
Big Show's.
I've seen people that do.
Oh yeah, they'll go. Some of them will go like this, but I think the flare back of the hand one. Well, also because there's the knuckles. So like if you're trying, I just said it. If you're trying to protect somebody, then you know,
no, you're not using it as a sentence enhancer. You're literally using it as part of the sentence.
Yeah, to say it's like this.
No, you're using it as a sentence enhancer, which is fine. It's when you're trying to use it as a pauser.
Okay, yeah, all right.
See, like when I said you're trying to use it like a pauser, that's fine. But when you're like, like when you're trying to stumble for words, that's when it sounds bad.
Oh, okay, all right.
So when are we starting?
Right now.
No, when we make the contract.
Oh, we have to sign a contract?
Well, an LLC now. We can't.
Oh, that's true.
Our word is no longer legally binding.
Okay, all right. So we'll start at the next episode that we do. So next week when we record.
No, it has to be on the wrestling one thing. It has to
We don't
be
need papers. We just need to fucking do it.
All right, fine. Starting now.
All right.
So at the end of this episode, if you owe.
So when can we use it again?
So you can use
whenever.
it
For comparison?
Yeah, for comparison.
Sense enhancement.
Sentence enhancement. If you're gonna say, "Hey, it's like this," then yeah, that's okay. But if you are just sitting there and you go,
Like
when you're basically doing when you're brain farting or stuttering.
yeah.
Okay. And also, if you say it 2 or 3 times in a
string, we'll count it as one.
Just one.
All right, that's fine. I can live with that.
That way, it's not fucking 3 chops for, I almost did it.
No, that would have it would have been a sense enhancer.
Yeah, but so it wouldn't just be 3 chops for jamming. In one string of words.
No,
It's not.
It's
just
for every incident, not for every word.
Yeah, we'll go for every incident.
That works. That works. 'Cause that way, it's not just fucking.
Because then we'll owe 50 fucking chops, and then we'll fucking just be dead.
Plus, everybody's hands would be fucked.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. So one.
Well, and
chop.
maybe should we cap it then also and say okay, 5
chops.
per episode is the max, or should we go with 3?
Yeah, let's do 3 then.
3?
3, yeah.
Let's start with 3. All right. If it becomes blatant and everybody's getting 3 every episode, then we increase it to 5 because then that's the punishment. Well, we all fucked up, so now we all got to get more chops.
And then we're gonna be at the end of the episode like, all right, guys, here's my chop.
No bullshit chops either. All right.
No, it's just us by the mic.
Oh yeah. Just
Yeah, dude. What if it starts turning into? And they're like, "What are they doing?"
we're just jerking each other off.
Somebody's cheeks are getting clapped.
I would like to think it'd be like that episode of Family Guy when they're all like having the pillow fight and like we just start taking this everything. We just end up beating the shit out of each
It's gonna
other.
turn into a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Every night.
Definitely.
Off the staircase.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, it's just me and Josh. We're just holding each other. You just come out of nowhere from the top of the fucking stairs.
Fuck yeah.
Damn. All right. So that's the agreement.
Frog splash from staircase.
Damn.
Yeah, all right,
that would hurt.
Yeah. All right. Well, that totally detracted from.
Well,
No, it didn't. It enhanced whatever the fuck we were talking about.
Which was the biggest, or I guess in this sense, tallest frog splash ever to be done?
I'm sure it was off of some sort of a cage.
But I think, but who would have done it?
A frog splash? Well, it had to be a frog splash.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't know if they've done an actual
I've
frog
seen shooting
splash.
star presses or
shooting star
sentons.
presses. Honestly, anything the Hardy Boys have done.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not frog. They don't do frog.
What's
they don't
that
do
thing?
splashes.
The one where Shane McMahon was on top of the fucking Titantron and he.
yeah.
I mean, he fell down.
Yeah, that wasn't really much.
But
think
I
that
mean,
was-
he just
yeah.
fell. He was trying to do it.
He did the back one. Remember when he jumped off and he just went.
Yeah. But he didn't land on the guy. So I mean, he did whatever that's called. I don't know what that backwards splash would be called, but that wasn't a frog splash. So
The biggest one probably had to have been what's his name?
I think it was
Snuka.
I think it was Eddie because he did.
well, Jimmy Snuka, that wasn't a frog
No,
splash
but it was
though.
a splash. That's what I'm saying. The biggest splash probably was him when he did off the top of the steel cage.
Well, technically, if you count mankind,
no, that wasn't a splash. That was him being thrown.
well, I mean, he kind
No,
of
splash is you doing it.
he did a splash to the table.
No, it's
The
no.
Undertaker made him do a splash through the table. Why can't I try to lawyer my way out of that one? That would have been interesting.
No.
All right. Well, I'm sure somebody's done it
I
off
don't
of the
think
Hell in a
Eddie's
Cell.
Eddie's never gone extreme with that, has he?
Yeah, yes, he's done 1 or 2 off of a steel cage where he ended up missing.
Yeah.
The
I remember was it No Way Out where instead of winning the title, he did the splash on the guy just because he was pissed at him, and that ended up costing the match because he didn't go over.
Highest frog splash in history. I'm just Googling it.
It's gonna come with something stupid.
There's none. There's
Unless
literally
you
nothing.
watched years and years of wrestling, that you just have that off
It's
the top
just
of your...
it's just people saying who has the best frog splash.
We need
you
our
know,
own Jamie with with encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling.
of everything, not just wrestling, everything. And
Can ChatGPT be our Jamie?
I wonder if like you know what, I'm gonna try that right now. Let's ask ChatGPT if it knows who did the highest frog splash in professional wrestling history. Send. The highest frog splash is often attributed to Eddie Guerrero. However, it's essential to note that the perception of highest can be subjective. Okay, I think they're talking about from the top rope getting the height.
as opposed to jumping from the top.
The highest physical location that you could have jumped off of.
Right.
So I don't think we'll ever know that answer. Maybe I'll have to do some more research and we can figure that out. Maybe we'll talk about that on the wrestling. Go listen to Game Rage Wrestling the next episode, and we'll probably have an answer there. And if not, well, too bad. But anyways, so one of the things I wanted to talk about. So I had a couple of things that I was going to talk about, and man, I didn't think we were going to get 45 minutes out of fucking whatever it was that we were initially talking about. Which is great.
I don't even know what the hell we said.
It's just an amount.
I just know we have chops.
We agreed to chops. That's the only thing that really matters, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to tell a story and have a little bit of a. I don't want to call it a pity party because it's not a pity party.
Sad.
It's not. It's fucking sad, I guess, but it's not intended to be a pity party. But I'm sure some will take it that way. I also had, as a result of this pity party, I have a confession to make and an apology to make for this
who?
to you guys.
For what?
I mean, he has a lot to apologize for.
No, nothing that you think.
Let's see what it actually
It's
is.
nothing that you are going to actually see coming. But so basically over the last several weeks, I've basically completely axed out this friend of mine that has been I thought a friend for like, God damn it, shit. All right, that's one.
Oh, we're starting?
No, that was part.
No, I was gonna say for like 10 years. That's fucking.
That's a sense of Hansen.
Nah, is it?
It's not a brain fart. It's not you stuttering. It's you continuing the sentence.
Yeah, because it's like an approximation, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, I guess you're right. Okay, all right. So
For
approximate,
Again,
but
like you're saying-
I do want to say I should have
Again,
said
like I
approximately
said,
though instead of like.
Like I just said, it's like this. It didn't go anywhere.
All right. Okay.
Cool. But like my.
All right.
But like
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for approximately
was that video? You guys?
eight-ish years to 10 years, let's just approximate. We've been friends, and I've done a lot for this person in terms of helping them out and whatever, and I don't ask for shit in return.
And
And
down loyalty. So if I tell you to step in front of a bullet for me, you better do it.
well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of to be expected, I thought, but there was not even an incident, but just something happened where it ended up working out better for me in the end. It's something that I was presented with an opportunity to have a better thing. I don't know. I'll just fucking say it. I got an opportunity to have a better schedule, and basically, it just went from the cold fucking shoulder immediately after fucking 8 years of friendship, just an immediate silent treatment. Not a fucking word was spoken after this, and this was also known to this person that this was going to happen. This wasn't like it wasn't like a surprise. So that's right. That's just an enhancement. Yeah. It was not as if it was a surprise. It didn't come out of the blue. This was well known in advance, and it really pissed me off that this was the response that I got. And I kind of just said, okay, well, whatever. I'll let it ride for a couple of weeks and see what happens, I guess. And so it has not changed. It's still there. And even further, to make fucking matters worse, this person has just been going around telling everybody that I'm just a sneaky bastard and I'm a trickster and all this.
No good trickster.
Yeah, basically.
I love that word.
Yeah.
It's so.
Is it trickster?
Well, that's my word. But that's what
a trickster or a trick.
Trickster.
Trick ass Mark.
Mark ass trick.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So that further really did piss me off because it's as if the loyalty that I don't tell people, because listen, we have arguments and disagreements. I don't go around and fucking tell people our business and tell them what we might be beefing about.
That's airing dirty laundry out.
Right, yeah, it's none of their fucking business. So the audacity of this fucking person to then immediately go and not only just the worst part is they didn't only just tell people, they told the mouthiest motherfuckers on the planet about this shit. And so then and the reason I found out about it is because people are coming up to me and asking me, hey, this is some shit I've been hearing, what's going on? And luckily for me, I maintain good relationships with people, so everyone believes my side of the story, which is the truth. And I have seen no ill repercussions from anyone because of this. So, but that's not the point. The point is, why would you go do that shit? So that really pissed me off, and that kind of sent me like.
That's one.
Yep, that's one. That kind of sent me over the edge with this relationship, and I started analyzing it and looking back into the past and then realizing that essentially I was a very good friend to this person, but this person really wasn't my friend at all. Everything that has ever been done has had to have been at their convenience. It's had to have been done with, if it was something that was not good for them, oh no, I'm not doing it. If there was no benefit to them, I'm not doing it. And even when we started this shit, this person heard about it and immediately started fucking negativitying and just being, no, this is dumb. I know famous people that have podcasts and they don't make any money. You're not going to make any fucking money. And that's not like the point. It's not what it's about. It's not the whole point. Yeah, sure. Eventually that's the point. But this is the beginnings of something. And I didn't ask for your fucking opinion. I just was telling you, hey, maybe you have some sort of a following. Maybe you could assist us with this, seeing as how I assist you with a lot of things. One prime example being mooching every single fucking streaming service that I pay for the last fucking 8 years, which again, I don't fucking ask anything for that. But when the time comes and I just say, hey, maybe you could just retweet something that I tweeted, and maybe, oh no, I'm not doing that. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I can even look past that. That's not even, but I don't necessarily require that, but I at least require you to not be negative to me about it, constantly telling me how this is terrible and this is a dumb idea and it's never gonna fucking go anywhere and I'm such a piece of shit. I at least don't need that. To be fair, yeah.
You are a piece of shit.
Right, I am. Correct. I do not deny that I am a fucking giant piece of shit. And so I didn't really think that because basically I've just axed this person out completely. I just fucking changed all the passwords to everything, fucking blocked them, deleted them, fucking everything. I just said, that's it. I'm fucking done.
Cold
fucking turkey. I made the determination that I don't fucking need. You all right?
Yeah, back popped.
I don't need that negativity in my life. I don't need any negativity around, especially when it relates to this type of stuff. I don't fucking, it's unwarranted and I don't fucking need to hear it. If it's some assholes on the internet, sure, I'll argue. I don't give a fuck. But I don't need someone who's supposed to be in my camp fucking being all negative. So I asked that person out, and I guess it wasn't really, I didn't realize maybe how much it was actually affecting me. So my confession to make is that I started slacking off on fucking doing push-ups. I started slacking off on fucking eating.
I
noticed it too.
The push-ups, I could tell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I noticed the push-ups.
Yeah. So for like the last 3 weeks ish,
I didn't say anything because I'm in no position to judge.
I'm not going to say anything because it's like that's for you to figure it out.
Well, for me, I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm in no position to judge.
No. Well, I'm not saying. I'm saying, but I started slacking on that. where I was kind of just sporadically doing them. I wasn't doing them all the fucking time like I was, and there were some days when I wasn't even fucking doing them,
dude.
And
this is the time. I swear to God, man. Quickly interject.
Yeah,
man.
good.
When bad things happen, I just think about. I hate. There's hate in the There's hate in the push-ups when I do them, dude.
Yeah, there is.
It fuels me. It gives me vigor, man. It gives me vigor.
And this is
so. Are you saying you're back on it then?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So
let me ask. When was the last time you did your 10?
Well, so today, I'm up to 40. I do 45.
When's the last time you did your 10?
I did them right before I came and picked you up. That was my last set of the day.
Okay.
So today was the first day that I have now restarted. I started back at 45, which is probably a mistake, but I'm fucking doing it anyways.
Do you want to prove that you're back on it?
Yeah. What would you like me to? How would you like me to prove that?
You do 45.
You want to do 45 right now?
No, just do one.
Just one push-up?
With me on your back.
All right, go ahead. Let's do it. I don't give a fuck.
He's dead.
No, I'll fucking do it.
He'd be dead, but he'd be a man of his word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll do it. We'll do it at the end. We'll do it right at the end. Because
it's got to be on the podcast. It's got to be on the podcast.
He's just going to lay on me. Yeah, he's just going to lay on top of me.
No, I'm going to sit on you.
Oh, you're going to sit on me? That's fine. All right.
You're going to sit on
him? He goes, I'm going to straddle him. He's going to be my bitch horse.
Yeah. He's going to straddle me like a horse.
Okay, I got you. I see it now.
So then that way, if I die, he can at least stand up and, you know.
His corpse will not inconvenience me in any way. So, Josh, look, I'm just saying, first thing you got to do is you got to fucking die.
Yeah.
Second step, you got to get back up and get the fuck out of here and don't stink up the place. Jesus did it, no excuses.
So where I was going with this was like yesterday I hit rock bottom. Okay, yesterday was the realization.
He doesn't mean that as a metaphorical thing. I literally gave him a rock bottom.
Yeah. It was my father-in-law's birthday and we got these little bundt cakes and they're like 600 calories a piece and I fucking ate 1.5 of them, dude. And afterwards, no.
End of the fucking world, dude.
I felt like shit and I'm not saying anything about food or whatever, right? But I'm just saying that was for me. That was where, oh man, I'm such a piece of fucking shit. I haven't been doing my push-ups. I just fucking highly exceeded the amount of calories in a day I should be eating with this fucking extra, like 900 that I just fucking consumed. And I also hadn't been doing I was counting the 90 minutes a day. I was counting it as podcasts. I was saying, oh yeah, this is good enough. And here is where the fucking the Sigma fucking mentality comes in. That's fucking wrong. That was fucking wrong. And that's what I am apologizing for. And I'm going to apologize to you guys because I was not only shortchanging myself, but I'm shortchanging you as well. Because we're in this shit together and I fucking wasn't carrying my weight. And that is fucking done.
To be fair, you've been carrying our weight for the beginning.
No, it doesn't matter. I wasn't carrying my fucking weight. So I'm done. I'm done with that. That's over. It's gone. It's in the past. And I will admit it to you guys because you're my bros. You're my family. I will admit it to you guys. And anyone else that fucking wants to say shit about, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, go fuck yourself. I'll never admit it to fucking anybody. As far as I'm concerned, I'm never fucking wrong to anybody else. I'm always right 1,000% of the time to all these other motherfuckers out there. And you know what? If anybody comes to me and says, oh, hey, Josh, well, here's you on a podcast admitting that you were human and you failed, I'll say, damn, you know what? That gentleman sounds like he's got a very thick Indian accent. I don't think that's me, actually. I think that's someone else. That's what the fuck I'm going to say because that's the fucking thing to do. Because to everyone else, get fucked. I'm right. You're wrong.
Get fucked.
And that's the mentality I think people need to fucking have because to your bros, to your family, it's acceptable to admit when you're wrong. It's actually the right thing to do. It's the man thing to do, or I shouldn't say man because I want to be gender inclusive and all that. Yeah. It's the Sigma fucking thing to do. Not just alpha, it's higher than that. The Sigma fucking thing to do is to admit when you're wrong to your family. To every other jack-off out there, they can get fucked. They'll never know that I'm wrong. And so that's my apology to you guys. I was shortchanging not only myself, but more importantly, I I was shortchanging you guys with my fucking efforts.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna, and that's done and over with. I'm not fucking doing that anymore. I'm not doing it again. I had my fucking shitty pity party, and this is where the weaker fucking bitch inside of me wanted to fucking stop. When we fucking did 3 hours on fucking Sunday for the music shit, I literally said, you know what? I thought that's good enough. I was gonna say, yeah, we don't need to do anything else. Then the CUP thing, and I'm like, okay, you know what? That's fucking that's enough. No, that was fucking wrong. It doesn't matter. Just hitting the minimum is not enough. We gotta do whatever we can fucking do and go above and beyond it. That's the only fucking way we're gonna get anywhere, is by beating to death all the other pieces of shit out there that wanna see us fucking fail, that wanna watch us fucking drown. The only way that we can fucking win is to prove them wrong, and to do it every single fucking day we can, and to put in the maximum amount of fucking effort that we have, and to fucking do it, not complaining. Yeah, maybe sometimes we'll complain a little bit to each other, but you know what? We're doing this shit because we fucking love it. I'm doing this shit because I fucking love doing it. And I was supposed to start recording the YouTube series at the beginning of this fucking month, and I fucked off because of this stupid fucking bullshit that was happening that made me feel, oh, boo-hoo, I was feeling all sad and fucking beep. Fuck you, man. You little bitch. That's not fucking, that's wrong. That is wrong to fucking let that stop you from fucking doing something. To let it stop you in your fucking tracks and put you on the sidelines. So that's what I apologize to you guys for. And reaffirming my commitment to this thing that we have started.
Sleep.
And fuck, no. I'm fucking hot right now. I'm fucking on a roll, all right? You ain't putting me to sleep, bitch. The bitch inside of me is dead. I have killed that motherfucker finally.
I killed that motherfucker.
And if he tries to Jesus Christ me and come back to life 3 days later, I'll kill his motherfucking ass again. I give zero fucks about anything else other than my family and fucking this. And basically they're one and the same. So to anybody else who wants to see us fucking fail, who wants to watch us drown in our own fucking pity and sorrow, get fucked. Because it's not happening. Because it's not fucking happening.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything to add to that.
That was my rant. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Well, that killed the mood.
What do you mean that killed the mood? That didn't fucking inspire you at all? Frank's like, I want to do less stuff now. You're not going to whip out your dick and start jerking off right now because of that?
not right
God,
now.
you guys are...
If it's anything, it's more dead than it was before.
I'm limp. I'm limp as shit.
Damn.
No, I'm
I think it turtled itself.
I'm flat.
It's coming out your asshole. That's how deep backwards it went.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've been going the opposite way. Not to throw that in your face or anything.
Oh, thanks. No, I need it. I need to hear that.
Oh, no, man. I'm doing great.
Yeah, dude. Whether I hear any kind of negativity, the first thing I do is like, was that one or no? I stopped it. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Well, the first thing I do.
Josh said like 12 in that rant, but we're not gonna count them because I don't want to listen to that again.
Okay. Yeah, when I get any kind of negativity, the first thing I think about is it's that meme, dude. Go to gym.
Go to gym, yeah.
Yeah, go to the gym. Now I'm wired that way, where if something triggers me, dude, start doing push-ups right away.
Yeah.
Because I'll take it out on the ground. I'll take it out on the earth.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I don't have anything in me to. I don't have any hate or nothing or. Yeah. And it feels good.
Yeah, you're right. It does. It feels great. It feels great to take out the hate on yourself and the world.
Well, I don't know about yourself.
Well, I mean, you're busting your ass doing the push-ups.
You're expunging. You're being cathartic about. You're expunging negativity that you don't want to.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I know he's gonna hate me for saying this.
Say it.
It's like what First Sergeant would always say.
Yeah.
Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. But for me, I'm the opposite. Where like, if I try to work out, I literally can feel my lungs trying to kill me.
They're trying to suffocate you for doing more.
It feels like brimstone and fire. My lungs are on fire.
Oh man.
Yeah. Was that the only one? thing? Was that the only thing you had?
That was the thing that I wanted to discuss, because I wanted, again, transparency, accountability. I was slacking off, and I was fucking off and not doing what I should have been doing. Like I said, I was counting my 90 minutes, and as we did podcasts, cool. Oh, we did 4 hours. Oh, that's like 3 days worth of podcast right there. I'll just count that as my 90 minutes, and that's enough. That's good enough.
Imagine, okay, and think about it in this way. You know how that thing is, if you it's kind of similar to what Frank was saying about if you spend an hour a day for a month, you're better than 80 or 90% of the people. All right. If you take this week with the amount of output that we've put, we've exceeded what we've done.
Oh yeah,
by far for this week. This is our personal. This might be our personal best. I don't know.
Potentially, yeah.
Or maybe it was the week that you had off, or you guys had off, that we did something every week.
Yeah, maybe.
But if we're finding new personal highs, if we're finding new personal highs of our personal production, we are in the 1 percentile of being a better version of ourselves, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And
I hope that sounds right. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we're doing the old versions of ourselves. We are
that much better.
Yeah.
Because when we first started doing this, our goal was to just do, I think, 1 a week. That was our minimum. And then after once we put everything out, after having recorded for 3 months ish, right? About that. It was when we finally put everything out that we had been recording. We had exceeded that number. Our goal was to have put out at least 2 podcasts. We put out, I think, 5. And then, so we exceeded that goal at every churn we've got. And then when we made this new quarter, we said we wanted to do 4 hours a week or 4 episodes a week, whatever came first. And we have beaten that every fucking week. And we're going to exceed it for sure, because we already did the anime podcast, which was 5 episodes dropped at once. So that's an extra fucking 5 episodes that are there. And then the gaming one is going to eventually come out if I can ever get fucking Ruben to commit. And if he doesn't show up, then we'll just do it without him. Fuck it. I mean, whatever. But that'll be another 5. So yeah, we're going to exceed, and we're going to continue exceeding the bar and the standards that we're setting. And yes, there will come a day when the bar and the standards that we set will require us to do this full fucking time. And that's the day.
Yeah, I think that's the day we get paid.
That we get paid.
Yeah.
And that's what we're working towards.
Because if we're putting in the work for, say, 4 to 8 hours or whatever, every time we do this every week, I mean, my hope is that it just turns into a full-time
eventually
job.
And that was the thing that pissed me off the most about the last 3 weeks that I had been slacking off. Is the thing that pisses me off the most about it, I could have, in the 21 days that I essentially fucked off, if I would have done my 90 minutes a day, that would have been 32 hours that I would have spent. I could have recorded the entire fucking YouTube series in that amount of time.
Yeah, that is a weird thing.
And edited it and been done with it.
Yeah. But
I fucked off, so now guess what? I just delayed it by another month because I'm a piece of shit.
Dude, you know, I started to do the exact same thing, because there's times where I need to get my Street Fighter on, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
And I look at the when you look at the console, or not the console, but the main menu, and you can see some of the personal. It's the time thing. It tells you how many hours you've played for the game.
Oh yeah.
And I look at it and I'm thinking, I had my fun, but
well,
I could have been productive.
Yeah, over the last 3 weeks, I started doing that with Starfield, and last night when I was fucking off and playing it, I literally looked at the thing because I hadn't seen the save thing come up because my Xbox updated, so it reloaded the game and it came up with the save time, and it's like 30. It's like it says days and hours. It was like 30 fucking 6 hours or something ridiculous, and I'm just like, fuck, man.
That's not your time in the game. That's the time you saved it.
No. Because it tells you.
If you ever go into the save menu, or if you ever try to sleep, it tells you UT time and local time. So when you save it, it saves it to whatever local time you are on a planet.
No. Okay, so it says on there your playtime though on the when you first load it up in the game on the save file.
It's not based off of actual hours. It's this whole thing that Tom, what's his name? Tom Howard was saying it was the way they did it to fuck with gamers. The guys who try to do the speed runs. So the way they do it is because every planet is so different, and the planets are different in every speed run. So the more fast you try to do it, you won't know your actual time because every planet gives you a different, adjust that clock in a different manner.
I think he's talking about the dashboard when you can.
There's this thing where if you save the game, it tells you your playtime hours for each save file, so you know which file to load that has the most times in case you. So you can differentiate between the quick loads and the regular saves. But the way he did it was that they did it so every planet, 8 hours on this planet is 12 hours in UT time, which is universal time. So you play 12 hours in our time, but because you went through that planet, it's only counting for 3 hours.
But I think
Well, that's even worse then because
I thought you were talking about when you open.
when you go to load the save, it tells
you the log hours.
Yeah, it tells you how many hours you've played or whatever.
Tom Howard it's fucking with speedrunners. So basically, you don't know your actual time because the planet fucks with you.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it wouldn't surprise me if I spent over 40 fucking hours in this game.
Because I remember one time I did it, I had 80 hours, and then I played again for a shitload, and it went to 82 hours. But
either way, my point still
that
stands.
was from a Eurogame article, so who knows if it's actually
Right, who knows? But either way, the point stands is whatever that number of hours that I spent playing that game, let's say it's over 40, that's 40 fucking hours that I could have done something, and that pisses me off. And now, I'm not saying that you can't fucking play video games or any of that shit.
Goes, I really, really need to get this video game podcast off the ground, but fuck video games, man.
It's not fuck video games. It's just
it's literally what he's saying. Is like, I wasted my time playing video games, and okay, I get that you're saying that.
I did. I wasted my fucking time playing video games.
See what he's saying? He's saying so he wants to start a gaming podcast about something he now hates.
No, I don't hate video games.
You're
Look, I loved every second of it. I enjoyed it. But look, now that I have,
when it gets excessive.
Yes, that's I guess my point. Because
but
I do like to sit there and play for an hour.
Excessive is different for every person.
Right.
And what I play in video games would be excessive for Josh. What Josh plays, it would be fucking pointless for me. So what Josh normally puts into gaming would be pointless for me. Like at that point, I'm not gonna enjoy the game, so I'm not even gonna play it because that's not enough time for me to play the game. What I play would probably fucking be way too much for him.
Oh, that's insanely excessive for what you play to what I would play or what I think what I can allocate as.
But I'm saying like you're going down that road again where you're turning into your parents where. How dare you have fun with video games? No,
that's why I wanted to quantify it at the end was saying, I'm not saying you can't play video games because I do still like to sit here and, as Adam says, I'll play an hour and then, when you look at that hour that you played every fucking day for 2 years, you go, oh shit, like that's a lot of time.
Yeah, 2 or 3 hours. I mean, that's the max that I can play.
Yeah.
When it for one session, then once it gets to hour 4, then you start feeling. Yeah,
you start feeling like a shitbag.
I gotta do something about this. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for you and for me, and that's kind of how I feel. Where I'm not saying you can't sit there and enjoy and play a game for 80 or 100 hours. There's tons of people that do that, and yes, I want to talk about a gaming podcast about. I want to get it started about games that obviously I can talk about and games that I enjoy that I've played, and I've done that and spent that time in those games, like with Halo or Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Destiny. I've sunk thousands of hours into those kind of games, and I want to talk about those. The gaming podcast is, and that's kind of why I want to get Ruben involved, because Ruben and even you, Frank, you spend that kind of time in those games, so you are a great person to have talk about that stuff for people that want to hear about it, like with Starfield, right?
But if you're gonna have this kind of attitude towards the whole video game industry now, maybe you shouldn't be having a podcast like that.
Well, I'm not saying I have this attitude where I don't like the gaming industry. What
Like if
I'm
someone
saying
doesn't
is,
have, I mean, I'm just saying like I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that, but you're wrong.
well,
Wrong about what? He just said
No.
he has
I'm just fucking making a joke, dude.
all right.
Calm your tits down,
All right.
no, Adam wants to fight.
dude. All I'm gonna do is lay on you, and you're done.
That's true.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless. What I'm saying is, I enjoy playing video games. I can't dedicate
Yeah, I know.
the amount of
I know what
hours.
you're saying, and I get what you're saying, but you're starting to create this negative opinion of it now, which I've noticed you having it for a very long time, and I get it because you're old. You're phasing out of it.
No, I'm not.
You
phasing.
have a child. You're married. You have an insanely demanding job now, and you got this now. So the way you work is, if I have to get rid of something, you have to like make yourself hate it in order for you to justify it to yourself that why you don't want to play anymore,
Well, here's
why
the
you
thing.
don't want to do it anymore.
All right, let me tell you why you're wrong. Because I will never not play video games. I'll never be able to just walk away altogether from
Yes,
video
but
games and
I'm
never
not
play
saying
them
you're
again.
gonna do that, but you're slowly making yourself start to what's the word? You're turning yourself from I don't want to play games anymore, I don't want to do this, to get off my lawn. If you get my drift.
No,
I think there's a difference because
Yeah.
I think what he's saying is that for him it's moderation.
yes,
It's
that's probably.
It's productivity versus leisure activities.
No, but you say that, but you literally started off the conversation by saying, "Fuck, why did I waste my time like that? Fuck with all this shit." You're shifting it into a negative.
It's an embellishment, though.
Huh? No,
Yeah,
no,
it
it's
is
not.
it is an embellishment.
You literally started saying about how much you're hating. You were literally trying.
I didn't say that I hate video games. I said that I
no, you're not hating video games. You're trying to paint it into a negative light to justify yourself. Not justify. Justify is the wrong word. I'm not saying you're gonna hate video games, but you're trying to make it seem okay to hate it. Is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying that at all, which is why I said at the end, I'm not saying you can't play video games. I'm not saying anybody can't play video games. I'm not saying I'm not going to play video games. I'm just saying, Adam said it perfectly. It's moderation. I exceeded my level of moderation because I should have only played maybe 10 or 15 hours. That would have been an acceptable level based on, and then I could still get all the other shit done.
Okay, but you do realize that 10
Because video games are like my outlet, right?
Hold on, but 10 to 15 hours in a game, in a Bethesda game, is the tutorial.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I am going to finish games like that or what have you. What I'm saying is I shouldn't have.
You gotta understand that gaming is no longer the Donkey Kong where you can pick up, play for a level, and say, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, you can. It's called Call of Duty. Yeah, you can do it. It's called Call of Duty multiplayer. You can just pick up and play and then just be done.
Okay, and the people who
Still
play
exists.
for an hour are the ones that are still level 1 recruits.
Yeah. But you can still pick up and play and have a good time and be done. That's what I've
But
been doing.
you're getting 10% of what the game offers.
But that's how he enjoys it.
Yeah.
Okay, but then
So now you're telling.
so
now you're
especially
saying.
something like Modern Warfare, you're gonna pay $190, $110, and only enjoy 10% of the game.
Yeah, that's my choice. I just want to play the campaign and maybe a little bit of multiplayer, and that's a wrap.
There's no campaign.
Well, then I'm probably not going to buy it because fuck that. That's bullshit. Okay, well, maybe I'm a boomer and I want to play a campaign, so fuck whatever. But what I'm saying is that I can still not want to dedicate that many because I can't dedicate that amount of time to what you think is acceptable.
No, I'm not saying that.
Because what you're saying is I can't enjoy. What's the point of playing the game if I can only play it for 15 hours? That's what you just said. That's what you're saying.
Damn, I had it when I was trying to say,
Oh,
but you,
all right.
you fucking cut me off. Now I forgot, I lost it.
Oh, well, what I was saying is because how I take what you're saying is that since I can't play, what's the point if I can only enjoy 10% of the game? Why even play?
Well, not just that.
That's
It's
what
just
you're
that the games are made, especially the games you're choosing to play, like Starfield, Destiny, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
These are games that are designed to be an insanely immersive experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're getting mad at it that it's immersing you.
Oh
and
no,
stuff like that.
I'm not mad at that game. I'm mad that I spent that much time in the game.
But that's what the point of the game is you got to spend time to do certain
The point of the
things.
game, see, and that's where we're differing in opinion of what the point of the games is. For me, the point of the game is, yes, to escape reality, but I don't need the reality to take over my own reality. I don't need to be Ready Player One-ing it or sword arting it and being in the game for 15 hours a day. I can't. None of this shit would get done if I did that. We wouldn't have any of this, obviously, because it just would have never happened. So when I went through this recent, whatever you want to call it, depression phase or whatever the fuck it was called, being a bitch phase, I sunk more time into video games than I wanted to because that's time that I could have spent doing shit. Yeah. And I enjoy. I play video games weekly. I wouldn't say I necessarily play them on my general basis. I don't really play them every single day, but I play them. I turn on my system at least twice a week and play for an hour at a time. Maybe sometimes I go a little hard and I go for like Adam does, where you do 3, and then that's about it. That's about my limit. Generally, when I'm not going through a fucking bitch phase. So. And I've been able to enjoy the games just like with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, man, I never fucking finished the game. I played what I played, and now I was past it. I moved on to another game. I don't play games like that anymore. I haven't played games like that probably since Destiny, the original Destiny, came out before I had a kid.
You're playing one right now.
Yeah. I did that, but am I gonna now that I have had this shift? I'm not gonna finish this game. I can tell you that right now. I already know I'm not gonna finish it because I won't have the hours to put in to play the extra 60 hours to finish the game. There's no fucking way it's gonna happen. So yeah, I started it, but guess what? I enjoyed that time that I spent doing it, and even going further, if I go to, let's say, the next Assassin's Creed game that comes out, if it's 100 hours to finish the game, let's say, yeah, I'll probably play maybe 15 or 20 of it. I'll still enjoy every second of it. I'll have a great time knowing that I'll probably never finish the fucking game. Same thing with even the new Halo. I mean, that game is fucking long for a first-person shooter. I didn't even fucking finish that game yet. So by the time I get to, because of the slow rate at which I play games, I don't necessarily get to the point where by the time the next one has come out that I want to play, I haven't beaten the fucking one that I started on because I don't put the time in to dedicate it. And I'm not saying people that do are wrong. I'm saying that I would be wrong. No, I'm saying that I would be wrong.
Yeah, but you're coming out saying like the way you're saying it is judgmental is what I'm saying.
I'm judging myself. And that's why I said this is not to say that anyone else can't enjoy this. I'm being judgmental of myself.
But the way you're phrasing things is saying like that it's wrong to play video games.
I'm saying it in the phrase.
The way you're coming out with it is the way you're saying it. No. It's the only reason I'm taking offense to this is because.
How is he?
All right, let me.
He's speaking specifically for himself.
Yeah.
Because, well, I can't speak for him, but
right.
Who else am I supposed to speak for? I'm not going to speak for the wall or the Cooper.
My interpretation is basically
I kept saying that this is the way I'm feeling. I'm not saying that this is the way the fucking gaming industry. I'm the last person that's going to talk about what the gaming industry believes.
Yeah. Well,
so I don't get why you're getting pissed off in my opinion.
I'm not getting pissed off.
You're literally.
I'm not flipping out.
I'm looking at you because every 5 seconds you're just.
No, I'm just shaking my head no because he was saying his spiel and you like have an opinion that you have and he's just trying to justify his own and he's not wrong for what he wants to say like
I know I get that but my issue is like why am I being double teamed when I'm trying to say my opinion on it?
We're not double.
Adam, I'm being fucking facetious.
Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ, you know me.
I can't wait to get chopped and do a push-up with Frank on top of me at the same time.
Well, anyways.
Either way, I just want to clarify that I'm not saying people who play video games are wrong. I'm not saying I'm going to stop playing video games. All I'm saying was that Josh, need to not play 40 hours of video games a week if I want to get shit done. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the only thing I took away.
I cannot play that much game.
When it comes to productivity versus leisure time. And you know what? Like, even with the time that you spend playing video games, you could still give an opinion on what you play, and therefore it's still productive.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think there's any harm in putting in like 30 minutes, an hour.
Yeah, an hour. maybe even 2 hours some days if I feel like it, or if I've gotten, and that's the other thing too. If I would have gotten all my shit done and then put in 40 hours into this game, I probably wouldn't have the same opinion because I would have got the shit done that I wanted to get done. But I did. I chose to do that instead.
Yeah, and then like if you evaluate it too, it's if the amount of hours that you put in a video game versus like the stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
If the games exceed
the hours of
the hours of this, then
this will fail. I
don't know if it'll fail, but you'll definitely think, maybe I should put more time into this stuff,
right?
This podcasting and stuff. Then, yeah.
Well, yeah. That's all I was saying was that if my goal is to get this to the point where we've already got these multiple podcasts, we're working on getting a comic kind of going, and I'm wanting a YouTube series that to get all. We can have all that. It can all be done. But I can't sit here and play 40 hours of video games a week because if I do, then it'll never happen. Just because I don't have the whatever excess time that I have outside of taking care of my wife and kid and obviously working my regular bullshit day job. Outside of those things, I have a limited amount of time, so I have to be careful and choose. I can't let the leisure time exceed putting it in for the game rage stuff, because then the shit, because I just proved it by the last 3 weeks, my YouTube series didn't get done. I could be editing it right now. I probably could have edited the whole fucking thing and been done with it and been putting it out if I would have spent that 40 hours doing that instead of, or if I would have spent 36 hours doing that and only 4 hours playing the game.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying, is that I fucked off on my balance there.
Yeah.
And that it cost me. It proved that I need to focus on. I need to choose, right? I need to choose better, make better choices, as they say.
Yeah.
And that I chose wrong. That's what I was saying. I was wrong for doing that because I slacked off on getting something done that I wanted to do and play video games instead.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that anybody, if someone else has something to do and plays video games instead, well, that's their decision if they want to do that. They're not right. They're not wrong. They're the only one who can answer that. Just like I'm the only one who can decide if I was right or wrong in doing that. I just happen to think that I was wrong in doing that. I fucking neglected a project to play video games because I was depressed about this fucking this friendship ending over fucking however many, right? So that's what, and then I was not doing push-ups and eating shitty and having too many cheat days and fucking just, fucking off. So that was my whole point, was no more. It's done. It's over with. I've gotten past it. I've moved on, and the push-ups are back online. The 90 minutes a day are online.
Back online.
Everything's online. Everything is fully fucking immersive, and it's all happening. And I will still continue to play video games as a leisure time when I have the opportunity to have leisure time. However, I will be utilizing my free time and spending more hours doing the things that can further our project than spending them selfishly on myself. And that was what I was apologizing for, was because I, again, was hampering our pushing things forward, because I feel like the more things we have out there, the more likely it is that one of them is going to catch on.
Yeah.
And if it's the YouTube thing, maybe, I don't know. But we won't know, or we're going to find out later than we could have, because I fucked off. So that was my point.
So are we allowed to criticize the person that you have friendship with, or?
Oh yeah, you can criticize them. Just I didn't want to say their name or anything, give them the satisfaction, but you can criticize them.
I don't even know if it's worth it, because it's, for somebody that just can't be happy for others, or
generally
largely only indulges in themselves. I mean, why would you want to spend any more? The act of speaking about it just gives them more power, I guess you could say, or you're wasting your time in some ways because you're bringing it
right
up.
Sure.
So that's the only reason I don't know if I should.
Yeah, fuck them though, because you know what? For me, this was me being selfish, and this was I guess cathartic, or whatever you want to call it, to throw it out there and to get it off my chest that okay, now I've said this, because likely I will never have contact with this person again, and I will likely never be able to tell them all this shit and then tell them to fuck themselves to their face. Oh, and then the worst part, I forgot to tell you this. This is another thing that really pissed me off too.
Was it pertinent to this?
Yeah, because there was so this person posted this thing on their Instagram literally a day after I started getting the silent treatment.
Yeah.
And they posted this fucking thing and it said, do you ever wish you could go back in time and meet someone all over again and just walk right the fuck past them? And I know that was directed at me 100%. And that's what started me going down this path of, after 8 fucking years together, this is how you're gonna feel?
Yeah.
You're gonna throw it all away with a stupid fucking, with a meme expressing how you feel, that you wish you never fucking met me, that you could just keep on fucking going. All that I've done for you, and this is how I'm repaid. Not that I asked for repayment, but wow, this is how it is. That's what got me fucking fired up initially about it.
Yeah.
Was and then the funny part, because we sit in the same fucking room, this person played the fucking meme because it had a specific song, and then it started reading it, and they kept playing it like just to make sure that I would hear it.
It was the right segment.
Yeah.
It was the right segment of the song.
Right, yeah. And then the words of it, you know how it reads it, like, you know, on the thing, it reads it and says the words that come on the screen, because it was like a waterfall, and then it reads the words.
How stupid.
Yeah, right? And it's so petty and it's so fucking bullshit that every other person that is in with us was happy for me that this happened and gave me, hey, I'm glad you get to spend more time with your family, and you're going to get to spend more time
Can we ask
on
you
this
about
project.
the person just in general?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay, so do you genuinely believe that this person was just content with themselves, or that they just... Because how can you be that selfish?
So, okay. So I've seen this person go through a lot of friends and a lot of relationships in our 8 years that we've been friends together.
Yeah. And do you find her unfulfilled in different parts of her life?
100%.
So then do you think part of that is like why she has negativity that she distributes out to other people, is because she needs to validate? Well, I don't know if it's validate, but make herself feel better by putting down others.
I think that the primary purpose for this person, they have spent their whole life being treated shitty, and me being the one person who treated them actually pretty well is probably how I lasted so long. And then me kind of just generally not caring and kind of just being more laissez-faire when it came to things with involving us. I think that this person, when you look at the history, there is a common denominator.
It was one-sided.
And it's them. They're the reason every relationship they've ever been in ends. They're the common denominator as to why they can't get along with anybody. I thought maybe it was me. No. Clearly, the whole time, it's been her. It's been this person. They are the ones that have been the fucking problem. And
somebody like that will never have that realization unless they examine themselves.
Yes, because I know that for the rest of their life, or however long they think about this, I don't know. I don't care. But I know that I'm the one who, in their mind, I'm 100% the bad guy. I'm the fucking villain. And I kind of said, you know what? You want me to be your villain? I'll be the best goddamn villain you ever fucking seen. If that's how we want to play this. If that's how this is going to play out, then so be it. You know, I don't deserve it, but if that's how it's going to be, then that's fine. Cutting everything out, and you can tell everybody that I blocked you on fucking everything, and I blocked your fucking phone number, so I'll never get a text or a fucking phone. Even if you decide one day that you made a horrible mistake, I'll never know about it. And that was your choice. That was your fucking choice. You made that fucking decision.
Yeah.
And if you want to tell everybody it's my fault and that I'm a piece of shit,
that's also
go right ahead.
Shitty,
It is
that you couldn't keep.
You just couldn't keep it between us.
Yeah.
You then immediately have to go around and tell fucking people.
Or be discreet about it, or
I mean, really,
phrase it in a way that
it's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
Which, at the end of the day, I mean, anybody who listens to this who knows me, they're gonna know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, probably. And you know what? I don't give a fuck, because this is my outlet. This is my fucking way of. I wasn't gonna say shit. I wasn't gonna tell anybody anything, because, like I said, it's quite frankly nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
But if it's going to get put out there and this is going to be the narrative that this person wants to play, I have no problem fucking, putting my side of the story out there.
Plus, we can make money off it.
Yeah, we can make money off it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's definitely the... And what even better, the person who said we would never make money, for us to make money off of them, how even greater is that,
Yeah.
And again, I don't understand why it had to go down like this. It didn't have to. The people that are close, that know both of us, they say the same thing. They agree. They're like, this did not have to go down this way. It didn't have to go out like this. This still could have been... Everything could have been exactly the same. Nothing had to change. I don't understand why it had to happen. And again, I think maybe because they've been treated shittily and something bad has gone wrong in every relationship they've ever been in. And every relationship they've had with anyone, friendly, romantic, whatever you want, familial, everything generally goes sideways. And I'm not saying I'm perfect in those regards, because I've had those things that all go sideways on me as well multiple times, but I don't fucking project it on people and treat them shitty because I feel like, if I'm going to get hurt, I'm going to hurt them first, right?
That's like, I mean, it's not one-to-one, but when you think about people that have some kind of mental disorder, that's the thing they fall back on. That's their crutch.
It's just to turn it off and just hate people. That's their bad behavior is excused by their whatever disorder they might have. Right, sure, yeah.
I mean, I don't even know why I brought that up, but specifically, you don't have to be an asshole to somebody just because you had a bad day.
Just because I have had bad relationships in the past, I wouldn't put that on somebody who I form a new relationship with, or if I've had friendships end for certain reasons, I wouldn't put that on them. They're totally different. I don't fucking know them yet, or I don't know anything about them. Everybody gets the benefit. It's like if you go into a relationship and you were cheated on in your last relationship, and then your new relationship, you got to check their texts and all this shit. Well, they haven't fucking cheated on you, so why are you fucking holding them to this standard that someone else set? Yeah. You gotta give everybody the same fucking slate. So I wouldn't do that to somebody, but yet here it is now.
Hey, why do you think you getting the schedule irked this person?
To be honest, I really fucking don't know. I think that it's... Now, this is going to be controversial.
So they could have a nightlife, or
no? I think that so the argument that was made was that they were the ones that wanted the schedule. Okay, that was what has been said, is that they wanted the schedule, and that I was a dirty trickster and I tricked them by saying I wasn't going to take it, so we could stay working the same days.
But you had seniority.
No, it's the other way around. This person had seniority over me slightly. So that's where this thing happened with them saying, he's a dirty trickster and he swindled me out of this schedule because I wanted it. When that's a complete fucking lie. It had always been said that they didn't want to work with the people on those fucking days because they didn't like them, and they like going to the movies on Tuesday fucking nights for fucking $5. That's their thing that they love to do. So they don't want to lose out on that, and that they weren't going to do it. And I had made it clear that my intention was I was going to do it in advance. Other people witnessed it and they knew it, they heard about it. And so for this person to say that and just be a blatant fucking lie, I think that they're upset because obviously things are changing. Now this is going to be controversial, but maybe they have a slight bit of autism and they don't like change, right? That nobody likes change. And I think that's some sort of a mental kind of thing in their brain where, it's been like this literally for 8 fucking years almost, and now it's changing, and that's going to be it. They're done. Like, this is it. Go fuck yourself. You're leaving me. That's it. Go fuck yourself. I don't ever want to see you again. When, again, we had been essentially carpooling, and they had been getting free fucking parking off of me paying for everything in that regard. And that's what pisses me off too, is that's when I knew shit was really going bad, is because when I went over there the day, like in the morning, that morning when that day when I got the first day of silent treatment, going back in the after the shift, it was the silent treatment in the car. And then I thought, this is weird. Maybe whatever, still residual anger, I guess, for whatever reason, which I still don't understand. But then the next day when I went back, car ride there, silent treatment. Whole night, silent treatment. Car ride in the morning, silent treatment. That's when I knew shit was done. That's when I knew it. I didn't really want to admit it to myself, But that's really when I knew, oh, this is serious. This is it. This person's cutting me out now. And then I'm sure has complained and said, oh, if I can change all the passwords and everything, blah, blah. Well, you think you can be a dickhead and fucking still get to have access to all the free shit that I fucking provided for you? Like, that's not how this works.
I have another question.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So when it comes to professional accolades or effort or whatever you want to call it, were you putting in more work to your job than her?
None of us put in any fucking work. We all equally do less work, I guess, or the same amount of work, I guess, is what you would call.
I guess that was the only follow-up question I had.
Huh?
No one's an overachiever there.
Yeah, no one's an overachiever.
right.
And realistically, if you want to put in all the side shit that I do there, which I kind of do it just because I enjoy doing it, with certain instruction and things of that nature, I probably do. I contribute more for sure in that regard.
Okay, so I guess that's what I was getting at, is that do you think that you were given this schedule because of the fact that...
No, it's simply when this shit comes up, it's all by seniority. So it just literally goes down the line. They ask the person with the most seniority, and then eventually it got to me because people said no, and so that's why I took it.
So this person has been there more time than you?
A little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
We literally got hired. I would say it's 3 to 7 days.
So there's no difference then.
Well, other than
the 3 days,
right, or whatever the difference is. Yeah, it's like maybe a week, I think.
Yeah.
It's minimal, but again, in the line of seniority, that's how it goes. Yeah. And then even so, because I went down to that position a year after I got initially hired, so like when it comes to layoffs, that's where our seniority is. But when it comes to seniority for positions and stuff, there's actually like I think 1 or 2 people ahead of me that are lower, or that are it doesn't just go her then me. It's like her then a couple other people, maybe one or 2 other people, and then me.
Yeah.
And so, everybody else said no. That's kind of how it works. That's how I was able to get the opportunity to do this. Which again, it came at a time when, again, I don't want to believe in fucking fate or any of that nonsense, but it came at the right fucking time when we needed it, because now, again, that allows us to record on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, which are all day. Well, Thursday night, Friday night, Frank's off the next day. So if we are up till 1:30 or 2 in the morning recording and getting all our recordings done for the week, and we could do it all in one night if we needed to, and he don't got to go to work. If we did it on a Friday night, he don't got to go to work. Whatever, I don't got to go to work. It works out. It's all better.
Yeah.
And then that frees up also Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. We can go to conventions if we want to go try to sell our comic or do whatever. We can go do that shit now.
Yeah.
And that's really that. And then also Saturdays and whatever during the days and Fridays, I can actually go to stuff with my daughter and do stuff with my wife. I can go on dates with my wife again. Saturday nights or whatever. It's great. It's excellent. This worked out in all fucking facets. And so,
you got rid of a person that wasn't all that.
I guess at the end of the day, I got rid of a fucking hanger-on that really wasn't my friend to begin with, is kind of how I look at it. It's how I'm treated. It's kind of how it was. And it makes me sad because, I genuinely did like this person. I did enjoy hanging out with them and doing the stuff we do. I was sad. I was in a depression. I'm not gonna fucking lie. This friendship ending like the way it did got me sad. It did, and I was being a bitch, and I shouldn't have been being a bitch. But hey, we're all fucking human, and shit happens. It's at the end of it. It's what you do in response to that. It's not the fact that you fell off the horse. It's whether you get back on and keep riding.
It'd be interesting to find out a month down the road. I mean, because you're probably not going to see this person because you're going to have different schedules.
Well, I mean, we're going to share one day of the week together, so I'll still see this person every week.
All right,
one day.
If this person hasn't changed for the better after this, then you basically won.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Yeah, which I know that they won't.
Yeah, so then there's not. I mean,
what's funny to see too is, and it's kind of sad actually, is to see this person going around and trying to, for lack of a better term, I'll say it's calling the banners to even people who are her hated enemies, and just being so buttery nice to them and buttering up to people and going out and finding people to, give her things and do stuff for it's just like, Jesus Christ, man. It's just so sad. oh, you fucking, the cash cow is gone, so now you're going to go around and get 15 different people to provide with you all the same shit that I was providing, you know? It's fucking sad, man. It's just like, and then that's what makes me think.
Well, the irony is that she's probably going to create 15 enemies in the process.
Yeah, more than likely they're all going to turn into enemies later on is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because that's just another example of people who were their friend eventually turn into their enemies. I am no exception to that. Oh, good.
It's a contagion, dude.
It is. I thought I was the exception to that rule. I thought this would never fucking happen. And the fact that it happened over something so dumb makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have it all out now?
I do. I think I do. I think I do. I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, we're just going to keep pushing forward and keep doing our fucking things. And there are good things coming our way, man. I can feel it. You know, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But I feel like you said the other day when we were doing the comic fucking work stuff. Oh man, this just feels like it's going. Something's good. It just feels like this is just happening. We're doing it, man. And you're right. That's how I feel now. I feel that. I hate that word synergy, but I feel an energy or something happening. I feel some tingling in my loins. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's good things coming for us, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because the money's not made 10 years down the road. It's made now.
Yeah.
Because of the work.
Right. Yeah.
You just reap the benefits.
Creating the habits and doing the work now.
Yeah, you create the millionaire. Well, I guess we have to go for the billionaire.
Yeah, because of inflation.
Yeah, inflation. So the billionaire mentality is created right now in these moments, right?
Yeah.
In order to reap the benefits of the work we do, it has to be done now.
You have to do the shit.
We have to enjoy it too.
Yeah, and you have to do the shitty in the trenches work, and you have to love it, or else you'll quit. You'll just be a bitch and quit, and that's what'll happen. And you know, one day I hope to maybe meet Goggins and have a talk with him, and just tell him, hey man, I'm not a bitch. All right, that's it. That's all I want to say. You know. So, anyways, Frank, did you have anything else?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, so before we go, I got to get chopped, and also Frank needs to. I need to do a push-up with Frank on top of me. So I don't know how this is going to sound, but who gives a fuck? We're going to do it anyway.
This might be the last podcast we ever do.
Might be the last time you hear from me.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we'll do. I'll take this microphone. Put it over here.
All right.
All right, who wants to be the lucky?
It was all Adam's
Who wants
idea.
to be the lucky bastard that gets to chop me?
My wrist hurt.
Oh, his wrists hurt. Well, Frank, it looks like you're going to be getting the call.
I mean, that sounds like quitter talk.
That does sound like quitter talk. You think my chiseled chest is going to injure your dainty little wrist?
No, I want to do push-ups tomorrow. That's why.
Oh, well, why don't you? You want to hit me with the stick?
You want to get clumped with a chair?
You want to do a Singapore cane match?
Yeah. You want to do chair shots?
I mean, I committed to it, so someone needs to fucking chop me because I'm not gonna let my honor be besmirched because you guys are pussies. So,
You can't besmirch something that doesn't exist.
and that's a good point.
Look, he has more surface area.
Oh, so it'll hurt more. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Thanks, Adam. That's really what he was after. He wanted the maximum damage, is what he wanted.
Optimal.
Yeah, that makes for you, Adam. You set up the standard that Adam did to you.
Yeah, when you fuck up, now he's gonna do it to you.
That's cool. Just don't fuck up.
Just don't fuck up. Oh God, this is gonna hurt. All right, let's see. Yeah, oh, fuck. That's how I know I'm in trouble. He adjusted his pants.
I was just a fan.
All right. So which way are you going? Are you going overhand or are you gonna go backhand?
It would be nice to know, wouldn't it?
Well, I need to know where to position the mic, so I need to know where your
about it.
swath is gonna. All right. Here we go.
Make sure you get him on the chest, not just.
Yeah. Give me give me like in the pec. Give me like right here.
Why you gotta kill it, Adam? I was gonna punch him.
Great. Oh God. Oh shit.
Oh,
He almost fell over.
There you go.
Well, I gotta hold it so it doesn't fly off.
That's even funnier.
All right. All right. Oh, well, stepping on it so it wouldn't fly. All right. Well, Adam's holding it, so. Oh God. Here we go.
You gotta work on our Ric Flair chops.
Yeah. You gotta say woo afterwards too.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, you tricked me! Oh, man. All right, my nipple's hard.
I didn't hurt.
Nah, it did. Yeah, it did. It didn't really hurt that bad, but it definitely was not fun. All right, now for the push-up. Come here. All right, so.
Just disattach the mic.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Take it apart anyways. Just disattach the mic.
Wait, but how are you gonna do it?
All right, I'm just gonna set the mic right here so you can hear me groaning and yelling, and then Frank's gonna stand on top. I'm gonna do it like this. And he's gonna like straddle me, right? All right, the mic is on the floor. All right, I'm gonna die. I don't know.
This is all part of my plan.
This is all part of your plan. Oh fuck! And he elbow dropped me on top of it. Cooper, do not piss on that mic. Yeah, yes. Oh Christ! All right, you ready?
Yep.
Oh fuck! Oh, god damn! That was a lot of weight.
No, what is it? No.
No, when you first went down, that was like all of it.
Nope. All of it was on my right leg.
Oh god,
On you.
that's not true. I felt it.
You just weak.
I'm not weak. Go fuck yourself, Frank. Continuing to do push-ups. Here we go.
Okay, yeah. I made you do more push-ups.
Now you can just listen to me do push-ups.
I gaslit you into
What do you people think about that? Doing push-ups. Oh fuck! I fucking lost count. Shit.
You keep doing more than you can count.
I don't know how to count. I think that was 30. Come on, Adam. Why aren't you doing push-ups?
Because it's not 12 yet.
It's not. Oh shit! I thought these were gonna count for tomorrow.
No, it's still 5 minutes still.
Good.
So you gotta do push-ups for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Oh fuck. Oh, set number 13 for the day. Oh. 43. 44. 45. All right, well. This podcast fucking went horribly awry at the end. Anyways, if you listened thus far, thanks for listening. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe at Game Rage Magazine, TikTok, Instagram. Also,
On Pornhub.
yeah, soon to be on Pornhub and OnlyFans.
We need to get Pornhub.
We're gonna do that. That's the next.
Just throw up videos and shit on Pornhub.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll tell you after. So, follow us on Game Rage Mag and Twitter X. And well, thanks for fucking listening. Oh fuck, I can't see it.
It's a,
Yeah, just hit that
Hit stop?
stop. Yeah, hit the stop.
Just push the button, damn it.
This has been the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. Also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also visit our website, www.gameragemagazine.com, for a host of other podcasts and more. Thanks for listening.